Questions for Coach?
Fran, what kind of intangibles does Nicholas Baer bring and has brought for the last 4.5 years?
The thing with him is, I think a lot of times, people categorize players like Baer and say, well, he does the intangible things. The bottom line is Nicholas Baer is a really good basketball player. That's what he is. He can dribble, pass, and shoot. He defends, he runs, he blocks shots, fills the stat line. To be truthful, I think it's almost insulting to say he does intangible things. He's just really good. That's what he is.
So is he a leader or anything?
He's everything. He's a leader. He's a hustler. He's a worker. He's smart. He's tough. He's physical. He's skilled. That's what he is. That's why he's on scholarship.
The zone's been pretty good for you guys the last couple games. What are you seeing in that is allowing you guys to play better in that alignment?
Well, the thing with the zone, it's been good sometimes and it hasn't been, like you said. I mean, you're right. It's all about activity and recognition, who's on the floor for them, who's on the floor for us. What are they doing? Are they overloading? Are they spreading? Are they ball screening it? And recognizing that and trying to get some consecutive stops and maybe some run-out opportunities. Some teams are better at attacking it, and you got to get out of it. So, for us, it's always something we're going to go to at some point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
I may be missing something, but looking at Ohio State statistically, there isn't really one thing that leaped out at me. What makes them good as a whole?
Well, they have, obviously it starts with Caleb Weston. He's a really good player. But they defend. They've got some good young players that fit. I think they have players that fit. Young, I think, is terrific. C.J. Jackson's a veteran, so they've got some veterans. They've got some young guys. They've got some speed and quickness. They've got a low post game. They have, kind of when you put a team together, you got all the pieces that you want to fill all the positions that you need. They play hard. They share the ball. You can tell that they're a team that is, committed to winning. And nobody's into themselves that I can see on film. So I think that's why they're good and why they're having a good year.
Fran, obviously you guys need Tyler to play to be at full potential, but to win without him on the road, did that maybe say something to the players that they can do this?
Well, what it does is it some individuals have to go in different roles. Creator didn't score as much, but he was terrific defensively in that game. Pardon was in double figures every game. He's averaging 18 in Big Ten play. We hold him under 10, rotating Luka and Ryan Creener. Luka was the go-to guy. He was terrific. Bohannon came up huge at the end of the game. The first half, Connor was really good. I thought Moss has been tremendous. Daly was great in the first half, not so much after that, except defensively he was phenomenal coming down the stretch. So, those are the things you need, and everybody's got to step up if Tyler's not out there. Baer was great. His rebounding in that game was great, and so was Joe Wieskamp. When we got the stops we needed, it was Baer and Wieskamp on the glass. We remember the points that Joe got, but he got some huge rebounds coming down the stretch and was really aggressive attacking the basket. So all of those things have to happen together when Cook's out.
Where's Tyler at for Saturday's game?
We'll see what he can do today. He's going to try to go a little bit, and we'll see how he feels tomorrow.
You've had, I may have lost count, but I think that you've had 7 different players who've had some sort of health issue, starting with Bohannon before the season and Garza before the season. Oh, never mind the players. What do you have to do, like, when you find out a player's not going to go?
Well, what it does, Mike, is it affects your practice planning. how hard can you go with a limited roster in practice in preparation for a team like Ohio State? But you have to be intelligent too. You got to make sure that you don't push them too hard. You want to push them hard enough, but not push them too hard, especially when you're getting home at 1:30 and you got an afternoon game on Saturday. You have to be prudent with how hard you push these kids, especially the ones that are still playing. I mean, it has been a unique year. I mean, Jack Nungy's, he's got a stress fracture, so he's out for 6 weeks. So even if we wanted to play him, we couldn't. He's out. So it has been a unique year in that sense. We've had more sprained ankles than I've ever seen, ever. And that's just bad luck. The kids are taped, and they're in shape, so luckily, we have a deep enough roster. I mean, it's interesting because we decided to redshirt 2 guys, and now we have to redshirt 3 guys. And then we've had the other injuries you're talking about. So, it's part of it. The critical thing is, the other night we had 8 guys ready to go, and Riley was ready if we needed him. He's been really good, so we'll go with that. Hopefully Tyler will play and feel good enough to play and be effective. He is. Then we'll be that much better. If not, we got to go with what we got.
Isaiah kind of started off the year a little bit slow, but in terms of the all-around game, it feels like he's really starting to come along. How have you seen him kind of evolve